are so happy you folks came out to worship with us here tonight. Can you hear me out there okay? Is that all right? All right. Well, folks, my name is Kathy Piata. I am the youth minister here at Some Souls Church. And on behalf of the Reverend Dr. Stevedore Maybelline Bidet, Ethel Willie, our altered boy Randy St. Oates, wherever he is, and myself, we would like to welcome you to Some Souls Church Church Night. That's right. Now I've got a question. Are there any children of God in the house tonight? I thought so. We are all children of God, and we are a community. And we are a community that loves to touch each other. Is that right? That's what I thought. So right now, I want you guys to all stand up and touch each other. Give your neighbor a high five and say, blessings and light. Blessings and light. Okay, that's enough. You don't want to overwhelm the Lord. Alright? Folks, we are celebrating this week. We are celebrating. You want to know why? Why? Because it is Federal Understanding of Narcotics Week. Most of you know what that is. But for those who don't, Federal Understanding of Narcotics Week is an awareness week set aside by our government to try to better understand drug use in America. Now, aren't we blessed for having a government of this great nation that has an open mind and that understands that more needs to be done to understand drug use. You know, there's not much research done on the effects of drugs on the mind or drugs on, communities. So, we are so happy to celebrate that. And I was thinking about this thing before I even knew what Federal Understanding and Narcotics Week was. About a month ago there, I was having luncheon with my girlfriends there at the Olive Garden. They do that unlimited soup salad and breadsticks thing. And I was on my fourth bowl of minestrone or something. I was getting a little crazy, and I was telling my girlfriends, my drug using days are behind me. And one of my gals, she said, "Why, Kath? Why?" And I said, "Well, because drugs are bad, duh." And then we proceeded to get drunk at Peach Bellinis because they're amazing at Olive Garden. They are so good. So I go home that night and I start thinking about that conversation about drugs. And I think, why are drugs bad? My whole life, I've been listening to, fictional characters like, Ronald McDonald and Nancy Reagan just invented to try to guide my moral existence. But really, should I be following someone like that? Should I be following some made-up idol? And so I prayed to the Lord. And I said, "Dear Lord, what's the dealio with drugs?" He didn't say anything back. Typical guy. But I got my answer, because before I could even say amen, I heard a doo-doo, doo-doo. And it was my Gateway 2000 desktop computer. And I went over there, and what the noise was actually like a pop-up ad for something called Adult Friend Finder. But I closed that pop-up ad, and behind it was another pop-up ad, and it said, "Are you prepared for Federal Understanding of Narcotics Week?" And that just got me into like an internet K-hole. I was clicking on links about drugs till dawn. I mean, it was amazing. And I learned so much about drugs to make my own decision, to decide whether or not drugs are bad for myself. And that's what tonight is about, folks. Some Souls Church is your spiritual guide. And we want to guide you into making that decision for yourself. So, all Some Souls Church staff members tonight at some point are going to be doing one hard drug or another so that you can experience us experiencing them and find out whether or not you think that you want to do drugs or whether or not you think drugs are good or bad, and make up your own minds. We're going to be doing some hard scientific research up here. Full disclosure, as I stepped up onto the stage here up to the pulpit, I dropped 2 hits of acid. Now, I'm not feeling shit yet, so, we'll see what happens. I did it a lot back in the day, but it's been a long time, so I promise to just go with it and, not hold anything back so you guys can make an educated decision, all right? But, I'm so excited about tonight's service. I really am. You guys, we have some amazing artist ministers here tonight. We have got Johnny Fantastic with special music. We've got Gigi Holiday doing a Witness to Faith dance to educate all of us on some story from the good book. And then we have a children's comedian named Chris Milner, and you're gonna love this. He has an accent. It's amazing. And then we have very special guests at the end of the night. A Baptist gospel group called Romaine and Lettuce from the 1st to the 7th Power Adventist Road to Jerusalem Baptist Church in that town that True Detective took place in. Down there, and they met Bidet at some religious convention or something, and he hooked them up with a job up here, and they're sleeping on Bidet's floor tonight, which is sad for them, but maybe they'll be able to afford gas money for the ride home when we pass that offering plate around later. And if you have to leave before we pass around the offering plate, please consider dropping a small donation in our donation jar here. All the proceeds go straight to the guest artist ministers and to Some Souls Church. And we really appreciate that, guys. We really do. We also appreciate your conversation being kept to a 0. This is a huge, wonderful establishment. If you guys want to chat with your friends, you can go into the hall, the bathroom. If you want to do more than chatting, you can go downstairs. It'll be great. So if while you're up here, you could pay attention to me or whoever's on the stage, our egos would really appreciate that. Now guys, I have a couple of church announcements before we get started. Some things you guys are really going to want to know about. Now, we read the letters you send to us, all right? We don't just crumple them up and throw them into the trash. We read them. And we've been getting a lot of letters lately saying, Bidet, Kath, I haven't been laid in weeks. Can you guys please put something together for the church, like a dating service, so we can bone people that we have a similar mindset of, And we heard that request. We did ask and you shall receive, am I right? And so, we are going to be having our first bisexual speed dating night this Friday night. That's right. No, you've all been to speed dating nights, I know. And this one's not going to be that different. We're going to jumble you all up. Doesn't matter, what you're into. You're all going to get mixed up, and you're going to have a chance to date. everyone for a minute or less. But here's the fun part. You're all gonna be also doing speed. And it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna get so fast. We think we're gonna have to do like 2 rounds of that. So come on out Friday night. Speedy speed dating. Speed. Oh my God, that's such a funny word. Speed. Oh, I think the acid might be kicking in right about now. It's so weird. It's just like suddenly that dove over there is so vibrant and it's moving, and you guys just it got real bright in here. But that's okay. My friend told me that was gonna happen, and it used to happen to me. That's why I brought my sunglasses. I figured that might happen, so I'm just gonna put those on. It'll help. It's getting real bright. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can totally see my eyeballs' reflection right now in my sunglasses. This is fucking weird. It's like goopy and like I can see hair follicles. Ugh. I did not wash my face well enough this morning. I can still read though. Okay, that's good. Alright. Stop moving. Okay. That's good. I got a wonderful announcement to make actually, guys. Candy Hinkleberry, if you remember her from the Bikini Car Wash, just gave birth to her 9th consecutive disease-free child. Round of applause for Candy Hinkleberry, honey. We are so proud of you. The sad thing is, though, it's addicted to meth. But that might not be a bad thing, you know. We're here to find that out. Maybe the baby is experiencing something like, you know, the rest of us haven't experienced before, man. You know, that's cool. That is cool. So, God bless you, Candy, man. That's so cool. Holy shit. I cannot believe what I'm looking at right now. Oh my God. This is fucking weird. Every time I move my hands right now, you guys, it's like I see like a ton of my hands like following behind me. This is weird, man. This is so trippy. Oh my God, this is awesome. All right, so one more announcement. You guys know like all of our weed dealer, John Smith, the farmer. Okay. Sumso's church supports the American small farmer. Am I right, man? We do. And something's happening to John's weed crops, man. Someone's stealing his weed, man. And that's just not cool. You know, Reverend Day and I, you know, and Ethel and Randy, wherever you, we just want you guys to like vibe on each other, man, you know? We want you to like groove in each other's souls, man. You know, because there's like a divine string that like connects each and every one of us. And everyone before us, and everyone after us, and everything that exists, man. Because you know what? Tomorrow never gets here, man. It's just one long fucking day. But I love you guys. I do. I love it. Some fucking Soul's Church, man. Yeah. I'm looking out and I see the face of God. This is amazing. You know who else is amazing? That guy I can't find, Randy St. Oates Jr., man. That dude is chill as shit. Prance on up here, Randy. Come on. Come on, you little whitnap. Oh. He's hiding beneath that Dayglow trash down there, man. Randy, wake up. Time to get up. Remember what we were going to do? Man, Randy has been trying to federally understand heroin since Saturday, man. This is crazy. And tonight, he is going to demonstrate how to do the H to us tonight so we can experience what he's experiencing. Ain't that right?
That's right.
Hey, wake up, Randy. Gotta do some heroin now for Fun Week. Yeah, man. Cool. So, like Randy's not gonna, inject the heroin, right, man? He's gonna snort it, because, Randy's not cool with needles. Randy, you gonna stare at that pussy all day, or are you gonna eat it, man? God, we've been waiting forever, dude.
Trying to what?
Do that H. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Randy, you're not looking so good, man. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, he wants to get down and dance. Yeah, drop it like it's hot. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. You're not dancing. Are you dancing? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. This is a bad trip. This is a bad trip or something seriously going on. Oh, my God, Randy. Dr. Craig, come save him. We need your help, man. Randy is in need of immediate attention. Please help him. No, you don't understand, Craig. He needs it now. Man. All right, yeah, do that. No, that's not gonna work. That's too slow, man. That's too slow. Yeah. All right, now you gotta break the breastplate, man. You gotta break the breastplate. Do it hard.
Working hard.
Hard. Oh my God. Oh. He's all right. He is ready. Well, that was really fucking weird, wasn't it? Oh my God, that's crazy. Well, Randy, what do you think of heroin, man? Yeah, Randy 1, heroin 0. Ethel, you get 1. 1 for me, 1 for Craig and the adrenaline, 1 for Bidet, 1 for that tiny pink fox back there, and 1 for the black hole taking you out to the other side. Alright, folks. It's time to pray. Can you bow your heads in prayer to the Lord our God? And named Governor of the universe, what a wild ride, man. Whoa, life is crazy. Oh God, right now I can see the inside of my thoughts. It's mostly like a kaleidoscope image of David Bowie and Vegemite. It's amazing, Lord. You know, we just ask you that we can, get our chance, do our dance at the Space Jam. Alright? In His name we say, peace out.
Peace out!
That's right, folks. Man, I am tripping balls. I can keep it together though. I'm gonna keep it together right now because acid's not that weird. It's not like shrooms or anything. Right now, I'd like to invite to the stage our first, spirit guide of the night, Johnny Fantastic. Give it up for him as he comes on up here. He's into the oxygen. That's cool. Man, that was so colorful, man. That last song to me was the color of beats, man. And he's right. I didn't speak Russian, but I totally understood everything that he was saying, man. You guys want to know what that last song was about? Yes. That was a recipe for borscht, you guys. That was amazing.
Vegan borscht.
What kind of borscht?
Vegan.
Vegan borscht. 'Cause they don't eat meat in Russia because they can't afford it. I'm just kidding. You guys, I am tripping balls right now. That was so awesome. The next service of our portion of our service is the good news of the Lord, you guys, and that's right, and that is done by our spiritual leader, our guru, the Reverend Dr. Stevedore Maybelline Bidet Esquire. He's wearing a snail hat, you guys. Oh my God.
I'm not wearing a fucking hat, Kathy. You got them lewds we talked about?
You want the Quaaludes to feed to your snail hat?
Come on, Kathy. I gotta come down a little too high. Randy, where the fuck are you? Come on.
There you go.
All right, Kathy. If anyone wants to hold her hand through this process, I think it's going to be difficult from here on out for her.
Oh, man.
How's everyone out there doing tonight?
Come on now, I said, how's everyone out there doing tonight?
Stand by. Is this thing on? Stand by.
Hold that.
It's on.
You know what the problem with cocaine and cat tranquilizer is? They look exactly the fucking same. We're going to know in about 3 to 5 minutes what's going on the stage. Woo! How is everybody doing out there tonight? Y'all look beautiful. Come on, shout for Randy. He's got a fucking thing in his chest. He's got a fucking thing in his chest. It was the Tranks. It was the Tranks. One more time for Johnny Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. When was the last time any of y'all acted like an animal out in public? That was an odd silence. And some very descriptive answers from some people in the front row. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, well, I'd like to start the night off with a blessings and light to everyone in the audience, and I don't know, maybe, can I get an amen? Come on, that was pussy shit. Give me an amen! How about an hallelujah? How about an hallelujah? How about praise to be him most high, Jah Rastafari, his emperor, Haile Selassie? That was alright for short notice. And last but not least, how about an om? Alright, I guess that just about blanket covers everything. Randy, you're a little too far down there. I'm just going to... There you go. Woo! Man. Well, welcome y'all to Some Souls Church. Has anyone out there not been with us before? Is anyone out there coming to their first church night? Well, come on. Don't just sit there. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Let your sweaty palms slapping together be the force of her cherry busted. That's right. Metaphysically, of course. Oh, man. As the title tells you, we are Some Souls Church. Now, that's a little different than what you're probably used to with this All Souls Church. Now, I don't want any of y'all thinking that we're exclusive or bigoted or anything like that. You know, we just want people who are cool. Are y'all cool? Y'all fucking cool? I'm real cool right now. We'll take anyone. We'll take an acid-snorting transgender Latino, a gasoline-huffing transsexual black. That's just fine. I don't care. Y'all are welcome here. It doesn't matter what your downstairs mix-up yearns for or what your varicose veins and nasal passages want inside them when it comes to your personal and private recreation. We want y'all here. And fuck me, that was ketamine for sure that I just did into that. It's a warm, inky blackness, folks. That's what it is. You know, I dare say that I'd even take people in this room who prefer dogs to cats. I mean, you're wrong and you're sick fucks. But you're welcome in my church. In our church. Kathy, you okay? You look like that little blind girl from the Langoliers.
I can feel my stockings on the inside of my legs, man.
You do you, baby. Alright. Well, now you know a little bit about the church. Let me tell y'all about who we got here as members of the church. We have Kathy. My sweet, delicious Kathy. My sweet, delirious Kathy. My pearl wet crack rock. The cat tranquilizer to my cocaine high. My special K with her little K-hole. Her dark K-hole. Ethel Willie. Now you saw Ethel up here earlier playing her organ. Ooh, no one plays her organ like she does, I'll tell you that. It's one of her biggest complaints. Beautiful. Born in 1924 in a little place called Ruby Ridge, Idaho. Gorgeous town. Gorgeous town. She has the constitution of an oxen. I've seen her drink pure liquid Imodium AD out of a martini glass. I've seen her smoke a marijuana cigarette rolled in sandpaper. Didn't blink a fucking eye. And last but not least, my dear sweet Randy St. Oaks. Randy St. Oaks, come on ladies and gentlemen, put them sweater palms together. He has the skin of a goose-pimpled goat. When he wakes in the morning, his breath smells like Tang, his space drink, and Camel Lights. Look at him. We're going to talk more about Randy later. I've got a story about Randy later. Not much is known about Randy St. Oaks. We know he doesn't talk. Don't know if he has a tongue or not. Lord knows I'm not trying to find out. But now's the time of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, snow on the mountains. Snow on the mountains. Now's the time of the night called the good news of the Lord. The good news. Now, ordinarily, what is the good news? Well, there are 4 books in the Bible. Matthew and a few others. I can't remember them by name. I glossed over that chapter at seminary. And there's a reading from one of those 4 books because they are full of fucking good news. Not a single bad thing happens in those books. And that usually leads to a call and response section. Now that I kept. We like that. So we're going to do that in a minute. But instead of reading from one of these books, which are informative but dry, we're going to talk about something else. Now, if you open your program, you'll see that there's an advertisement for something called the Federal Understanding of Narcotics Weeks. Now, what are narcotics? Drugs. Okay? All narcotics are drugs, all drugs are narcotics. Or so I'm led to believe on the glance of Wikipedia that I did about 25 minutes ago. I know that also from watching Cops a lot. And from looking at Randy's sweet face. Now, Kathy talked a little bit about what the Federal Understanding of Narcotics Week is, but I'm going to read the mission statement of Fun Week. Now, this comes from the government of the United States of America. I do not take these words lightly. Our mission: to encourage those who might use drugs to understand the meanings and repercussions and actions of those who choose to use drugs, and with consideration for challenges of fiscal understanding, synergy, responsibility, economic impact statement. I think that's clear. That our government takes drugs seriously and they mean business. Rather than give you some long-winded explanation of what Fun Week is or is not, I'm going to read from an op-ed that I received in our paper here. That's the Washington Sun-Times Chronicle Post. And this is a letter to the editor. And this is going to be the basis of the good news, okay? Now, this is from an anonymous source, not me, an anonymous source. And I'm just going to read from the letter that they wrote. Begin quote. I don't understand why the war on drugs still exists. It has obviously failed and neglects to place emphasis on treatment over incarceration. This is especially poignant given the disproportionate amount of minorities jailed for small drug offenses, not to mention the nefarious connection between state entities and private prison facilities. I think drugs can be sold, taxed, and used responsibly. I myself, not me, I'm quoting, I myself enjoy a toke from time to time, but hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke, end quote. Now I'm going to take from that the most important part of the letter, okay? But hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. Let's break that down, but several meanings. Hey is for horses. It's not like, those are words. I'm in an alley, Kirsty, alley Sheedy, I don't know, sucking, Hoover, Dyson, all the other vacuum makers. Not many of those around. There's only like 2 brands when you go to Walmart these days. Dick Tracy, Tricky Dick Nixon, 4 the number 4, and Coke, a soda flavored in Mexico with sugar, in the United States with high fructose corn syrup. Now, I don't think I have to do much more explaining when it comes to that note that was written to the Sun-Times Post-Chronicle Gazette. And that, in fact, is going to be our congregational response tonight. So if y'all look at your programs, if you forget the words, you can look and they open them up and look inside them. And what I'm going to be doing is to show y'all that I'm a person, I'm a human person. I'm going to relate to you some of my experiences with drugs. Yeah, that's right. Okay, drugs. There was a time before the cough, and a little after. But I want to practice with y'all right now, and I want to ask you to do the congregational response. And you'll know to do it because I'm going to raise my hand and ask you to repeat. So let's all try it with me right now, even everyone all the way in the back there, okay? But hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. Now that was loud, but the roof didn't shake. But hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. Alright? Now I'm going to start. Young bidet. Age 13. Snuck some of my daddy's Louisiana granddad and drank it and got drunk. But hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. Alright? In the high school. A native Indian man named John Redcorn introduced me to marijuana cigarettes grown on his land for decades. But hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. Alright? Nacogdoches Parish Junior College. I tried uppers, the zap as they called it back then, during final exam to stay jazzed. Okay? I did a lot of that with my partner at the time, Pat. But hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. Alright? Gotta pay attention. Nacogdoches Parish College for Veterinary Science, Recreation Science, and Cat Optometry, and also law later. Now this one's tough. I lost my first cat during a spay. And I found that the ketamine was the only thing that... Don't you fucking push that in right now. What is your fucking malfunction, Randy? Was that gonna bring that cat back? Maybe I'll suck some Soul India if I pull that out. That's right. Anyway, I did a shitload of ketamine to forget about that one. Not the horse stuff, I didn't have access to it, still don't. But hey, It's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. Alright, come on now. Woo! Then came my first attempt at a cat rhinoplasty. Dr. Frankenpuss. Rhinoplasty was fucking great, but it did lose a leg. And that's when I got all hopped up on goofballs. But hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. You can do coke all kinds of ways, I found that out. Now some of y'all may know a little bit about my favorite actor of all time. Everyone's favorite actor of all time. And if it's not, you're wrong. Whitney Houston's a good close second. But fuck her, because Nicolas Cage, am I right? Now my next incidents with the substances occurred when Nicolas Cage turned down hanging out with me for the first time via a terse letter from his attorney. And I turned to crystal methamphetamine to cope with the reaction. You can watch his movies much faster that way. But hey, it's not like I was in an alley sucking dick for coke. Alright. Many years later, a small beach village in the Mexican town of Puerto Peñasco, a little person at a cabana called Manny's introduced me to dimethyl cannabidiol-butyl. It's only available in Mexico and in very specific parts of North Korea. But hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. Autoerotic asphyxiation. After a cat LASIK gone awry, his poor little fucking head just exploded everywhere. I began huffing Chanel No. 5. But hey, it's not like I'm in an alley sucking dick for coke. Alright? And last but not least, this was in 2012 at a theological conference in Las Vegas. There was an alley behind the Bellagio Hotel, and me, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, and Randy here. I'm not gonna finish that one. But hey, it's not like I was in an alley in Las Vegas sucking dick for coke. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the good news of the Lord. I appreciate your participation. Now I'd like to invite up the beautiful Ethel Willie. I'd like to invite up Kathy. Now, everyone here ever sung a hymn before? Who sung a hymn? I bet they were boring and all. Who wants to sing some fucking Chumbawamba right now? Come on, everyone on your feet, everyone stand up, hook your arms with the person next to you, that's optional, but stand up and get ready. We got the lyrics on the stage, we got the lyrics in the program, and we're gonna sing a song that all of you know you love. Maybe you finger blasted someone in the back seat of a car to this one. Lord knows Randy did. All right. One, two. I get knocked down.
Oh my God! Randy, get up here. Get that young woman her clothes back, for fuck's sake. Come on, Gigi, Howell, put your hands together. Come on now. Woo! Man.
It is. Come on, one more time now for the ladies. She's barely dressed. She's right here. Gigi Holiday. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Now, not that I'm equipped to do any of that, but even if I was, I couldn't do that. All right? My God. Woo!
Somebody in here that wants it.
Oh, fuck. You better believe it. How's everyone doing out there tonight? Come on, y'all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the familiar part of the show where y'all are wondering, well, what's all this about?
Yeah.
Anyone heard a sermon before in their life? Anyone out there heard a sermon? Now, Urban Dictionary defines a sermon as a bunch of shit that some gas-filled windbag says to you when you don't fucking care. And I take those words to heart. And that's why my sermons are something a little bit different, okay? I take great pride, and I'm very serious about the fact, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm your spiritual leader, that you come here the second Wednesday of every month for guidance, okay? I see your faces out there looking at me, various parts of me. I'm looking out at you, all the parts of you. You there, sir, looking at your hair. I'm looking at that neck. Ma'am, those are earrings, I think. Very nice. Sorry, sir. Very nice earrings. Sir. Very nice earrings. That was my mistake. Today's sermon is not so much a sermon, but a cautionary tale on the heels of our conversation about the federal understanding of Narcotics Week. And to do that, I'm going to tell a story about Randy. Our sweet Randy. Now, Randy has seen better days. Look at him. He's like a beat-up pickup truck.
Still has charm.
That's right. Still has charm, and you can put stuff inside it. That's true. It's a very good point. But I want to talk to you about why the federal understanding of Narcotic Week exists. Anyone out there remember DARE? Who's done something illegal in that black shirt with the red letters? Come on now. Now, it turns out Randy attended DARE when he was a child. Now, a lot of children, as the populace gradually paid less attention and when the gadgets came out and the web things happened and the iPads, and thanks Obama, right, for the attention spans crashing, people didn't understand what DARE meant anymore because they didn't listen beyond the name.
Smoking the bed!
And they just thought it was like, I fucking dare you. That's it. Like, I fucking dare you to do some of those bath salts. Why the fuck would anyone else do bath salts? No one wants to eat someone else's face. There are lots of other parts of the body that are more nutritious than that, and that's just a fact. Right? I dare you to do some blow-cane, or I dare you to, something awful, like I dare you to put Miracle Whip on a sandwich instead of mayonnaise like a fucking American. Alright? People lost sight of the goal! But maybe that's because the program lost sight of the goal. I dare you to abstain completely from drugs? Come on now. I dare you to not go home and masturbate, sir. Alright? And I know you. So good luck with that. Kathy, I dare you to fucking keep both of your brain feet on the ground right now, because you're on another planet. And Randy, I dare you to walk through this crowd without putting hands on someone or someone putting hands on you. Ain't gonna happen, am I right? Come on, it's unreasonable. And Kathy's right, when crazy made-up creatures like Nancy Reagan get on board and say that this is a good idea, people listen, but they shouldn't. Or maybe they should just think for themselves. Now, Randy, as a school child, he went to DARE. He didn't have a sip of even his daddy's gin and tonic, mainly because he didn't have a daddy. Don't feel too bad for him. He's got a fucking syringe in his... Well, there he goes. But he heard the words of Sheriff John or Deputy Carl or whatever the fuck who pulled up and said, hey, come on in and press buttons. That's where the gun is. That's how the lights go off, right? They bribed you with that car. Anyone else get to sit in the cop car and make the noises? Yeah, some of y'all out there. The rest of you didn't even get the good part of DARE. But Randy didn't know anything about it. So when Randy went to the Rhode Island Institute of Design, not as a student, but as a permanent visitor, he took up residence in one of the residence halls, and they could never find him when it came time to kick him out. He went a little hog wild. Randy did the blow cane, he did uppers, he did downers, he did zigs, he did zags, he did zaps, he did mescaline, that's a real one. He did light bulbs, he did fans, he did cameras, he did projectors, he did chairs, okay, he did headbands, right? He did open for lunches, he did fucking air conditioners, he did everything there was to do. And he became an empty husk of a man. But then Randy found me. And I found Randy. And I told him that you can't rely so heavily on something to make you feel the way you want to feel. And I think we can all agree that Randy's doing much better now. Except for like the last fucking week. Anyone else know anyone out there who maybe needs to lay off a little bit? Maybe they've done a little too much of the sauce. Maybe they're like Kathy and they're on a one-way train that really not ever coming back. You know, Kathy's gonna live in my snail hat. She's never gonna come down. Right? Or maybe someone out there doesn't know if they can have one or if they can have 40. Right? Addiction's serious. I'm not trying to poke light at that. I'm not trying to make fun at that by parading Randy up here like a scantily clad heroin addict with an eagle in his heart. What I'm trying to say, people, is maybe we need to rethink our approach on this, right? Like fucking Portugal. I read that things are going great over there. Everything's legal. I don't know the details, so look that up. But I hear people say it a lot. You know, give people some help. Don't throw them in jail. Maybe you can do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it's not going to be the end of the world, or maybe you can't, and that's fine too. But for me, I think the important thing I know is know when to ask for help, know when not to let Randy drive you home, because that happened once and we both got fucked. And maybe try and find something out there that you know is going to fill you with the right stuff for the right reasons, and not the right stuff for the wrong reasons. Can y'all get on board with that? Come on now. And for me, I can't think of a bigger high than what's upstairs. Come on. Can I get an amen? We're on the second floor. I just want to be clear. There's no further upstairs. Metaphor for spiritual generalist, whatever. Anyway, Kathy and I wrote a little hip-hop song about that very thing. Randy's gonna dance around like an idiot. Kathy's gonna come up on stage. If she can make her way here,
I'm cool now, man.
I'm gonna hand that to you.
It wasn't that strong of acid.
Kathy, I don't think that's a thing. And I'm just gonna get our scratch track ready. Who likes the hip-hop? Huh? Anyone out there like the hip-hop? Woo! Limp biscuits and such? Alright. Anyway, this is a song about drugs, and it's about finding what you need where you need it. Should I, which one? Wait, hold on. It's not loud enough. That beat's not loud enough. What are we doing? Is that down? Should that go up? Start it again.
Sorry, guys.
Is that all right?
It's as loud as it's gonna go.
All right, that's it.
So be quiet and listen to this, kids.
Yeah, everyone cool the fuck out. It was like hours of GarageBand to get this fucking thing working. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. I think it's off. Hang on.
It's good. What's off? What do you mean? What's
It's not
off?
right.
What do you mean it's off? Should we start it again?
Okay, hang on.
That's
Okay, now it's starting.
Okay,
Okay, now get with it.
Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna start. They say drugs are bad. I say drugs are good. You wanna go with my flow? You gotta come to my hood. Cause I say drugs are fine. But they say I'm out of line. I'm a girl of God, but I expand my mind.
Now listen up, you motherfuckers. I got something to say. There's a little something you should know about the day. When I'm preaching the word, it's in the Lord I trust. And I put my faith in angels and their angel dust. Expand your mind, love in the Lord. Expand your mind, love. Do the hands like this.
So I'll take a hit, yeah, I'll take a puff. Especially if my dealer says it's pretty good stuff. And if it's great, I'm elated and it's wonderful delicious. Cause pizza and ice cream never tasted more delicious.
No, I'm the man in the cloth, you know that hook's not lost. I got this bling on my neck, you know I know how to floss. When I'm feeling stressed out and when I'm starting to frown, you know what old Bidet does? He goes to burn one down. Expand your mind, love in the Lord. Expand your mind, love in the Lord.
Bidet! I've done coke and acid, weed and crack, heroin and crank, ecstasy and smash, but none of that compares to the Lord up above when I get down on my knees and swallow all his love.
Your mind, love in the Lord. Love the Lord now. Expand your mind, love in the Lord. Expand your mind, love in the Lord. Expand your mind, love in the Lord. Word.
Thanks. Woo!
Motherfucking mom spaghetti.
So, expand your mind, guys. Love the Lord. Make your own decisions, but make the right ones, okay?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
In honor of all the drugs, we are gonna do a very special hymn right now. If we could get Ethel Willie to
Come on,
waddle
ladies and
on up
gentlemen.
here.
Welcome Ethel Willie up. Come on, Ethel Willie.
Ethel
We love
Willie,
you.
everybody.
We love you.
Now here's the thing that I don't understand is Ethel actually did take bath salts tonight. She's totally fine, so I guess you can do bath salts, and that's cool.
You feel okay right now, Ethel?
Yeah, it mellows me out.
All right, Ethel's mellow. All right, guys, get out your program.
Come on your
Turn
feet,
to the
folks. We're gonna
back.
do this. That's the one part where you stand. It's come on. It's the fucking Beatles. We're gonna stand up and have a good time. A little solidarity for those in the back that came a little late, didn't get a seat. What's that? Now it's all up.
No, I just.
Here we go. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.
Praise the Lord of heaven and earth, people.
I still got some of that coke in my system. I'm like,
I'm totally
Okay, Jack
fine
Rabbit,
now.
Jack
I'm
Rabbit,
totally
Jack
fine
Rabbit.
now. All right, guys.
it's time. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
It's time for the kids to finally have some fun. I know all this drug stuff is over your head, you children out there. I know you haven't gone to DARE yet, but we have a special treat for... Shut up! I don't care who said what to who or why she's got a fat ass now. I don't care. Okay? If you're gonna say goodbye, don't say it. Just wait. God. You kids drive me insane. I don't know why I'm a youth minister. Alright, folks. This one's for the kids, so you want to be quiet because the kids need to listen to what's happening next. Thanks, guys. It's okay. You can order a drink. Just do it softly because this next guy doesn't talk very loud and it's going to be hard to understand him. Okay? Because he's from across the pond where the Beatles are from. Isn't that exciting, though?
Yep.
That's really fucking... Oh, but they did some more coke. That's great. His name is Chris Milner. And that's right. Keep it going for Chris Milner.
It's that time of the night, Captain.
That time of the night, guys. You know what time it is.
That's right. You want me to? I'll take this one. You put that one back on that thing. Anyone out there had a little bit of fun tonight? Anybody out there had some fun tonight? Come on. Yeah! You had a fun time. Give me an amen. Give me an hallelujah! Well, let me ask you another question. Who's got some money? Huh? Come on now. There's some liars out there, I can tell by your faces. I'm going to ask Ethel Willie to play a little bit of music for us, and this is the part of the show. It's called offering. It's called tithing. We've got a pewter dish here. Randy's going to be out in the audience as well. Cappy and Randy are going to circulate, and I'm going to ask y'all very, very kindly, whatever you can, to give us your fucking money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got artists here tonight. Who's enjoyed any of the artists you've seen perform tonight? Come on now. We all have. Well, they've spilled their fucking guts out on the stage, and you know what they need from you? They don't need consolation. They don't need pats on the back. They need your cold, hard fucking cash. Ain't that right, Johnny Fantastic? Come on now. I'm going to ask you very kindly to Do what you can. Reach into the warm cockles of your pockets. If you have a pantsuit on, maybe you came straight from work, maybe you're wearing a jumpsuit. Maybe you got one of them tourist contraptions that's a harness under your shirt that carries your passport and your cash. I don't know why you would be doing that. We appreciate y'all so very much. You, the congregation members of Sun Souls Church. That's what you are. You're congregants. You may know it, you may not. You may want to resist it, but you can't because you're here. You're ours and we're yours. And to show us that love and show us your commitment, we're not trying to raise some ridiculous amount of money. We're trying to raise a very modest amount of cash. All we want from you here collectively tonight is $10,000. A modest amount. You, sir, how much is in your checking account? $4,000. We're done. He's pledged it all. Isn't that right? We need $6 grand more. Okay? Anyone ever subscribed to a website that contained internet pornography? No one knows how to cancel those things. You're probably still signed up. You gotta cancel a fucking credit card. Everyone knows that. Okay? That's how that happens. You probably flushed thousands down the drain on that shit. How about supporting some local artists tonight? Anyone out there know anyone who's an entertainer or an artist? Anyone out there themselves an entertainer or an artist? Now, if you know someone who's an entertainer or an artist, you know they're fucking broke. Okay? Give them your money. Give them your money, people. Give them your fucking money. I want to talk about one of my favorite artists in Washington, D.C. Anyone out there like jazz? One of my favorites is a jazz musician on the scene called Rick Bouchard. He's a beautiful man. He's full of the Lord's light and energy. I know that his music moves me, and I know that he moves me to stay blessed. That's right. The funny thing is, I've never been able to see him live, and I'm not sure I've ever actually heard any of the music, but the sentiment is there, and it means a lot to me. Rick Bouchard, look it up. You know, there's some jazz fans out there, right? Who likes jazz? Come on, jazz. I say jazz, you say jazz. 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 I say Rick, you say Rick. 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 I say Bouchard, you say Bouchard. 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 Get on the Wikipedias and the Googles and find out. Find out for yourself. I burned all my fucking dingus. Whatever. Fuck all that. I don't need it anymore. I got Rick Bouchard. What do you say, Kathy? We happy?
We were extremely generous tonight. I don't know why. What, did you guys get paid yesterday or something? Thank you. Blessings to you all.
We thank you for your kindness. We thank you for your money. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause for giving us your fucking money. Come on. That's all you think of yourselves? Come on, give yourselves a round of applause. Clap. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are far from done this evening. Those of you who have been here before may know that we issue a Holy Communion here in this building, in this sacred space. And it's not a regular communion, it's a Shots and Tots communion. Anyone know anything about Shots and Tots communion? How about I say shots, you say tots? Shots! 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 Woo! Amen. My colleagues in the light are going to prepare the gifts for us. And in just a moment or two, I will invite you all to form a single file line and come up and consume a free tater tot and a free shot of whiskey from the Lord himself. Now this ain't a joke. I'm talking about free whiskey. I said free whiskey, people! Come on now! I will ask everyone... Are we ready to go, folks? Is that all happening? I will ask everyone to join me in silence for a moment as Ethel hits a minor key, a low rumble. Maybe even a lower rumble. There we go. There's going to be some shots and tots, and after that, ladies and gentlemen, a benediction. A benediction! We have a baptism. this group, mostly blacks, who are going to play a show for us tonight. They are funny, they are talented, they are here for you. And you will not leave this venue until you have been saved. And this is going to help. But that benediction is going to push y'all over the line. You're not going to feel guilty when you go home tonight, no matter what websites you go to, no matter how badly you need to clear that browser cache. Okay? So I ask you, after you've received the gifts from my hands, from my bosom, from the Lord above, to your mouth, after you have masticated the potato treats and swallowed them down your gullets, past your larynx, into your stomachs, you will stay, and you will be saved. Before that can happen, I must bless the gifts.
Bless the gifts! Silence! I ask for silence, please! Seriously, shut up! Through him, in him, with him, in his general vicinity, with thankful grace, for name brands that can be found cheaper if you buy them in bulk. Despite the fact that these particular tater tots are actually called tater bites because we purchased them from Giant on sale. Not many people know that tater tot actually stands for potato toddler.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Shots and Tots. I ask that you come to the front of the stage if you want to be saved. You get yourself a crispy or almost crispy tater tot and a modestly priced shot of whiskey. If you're sitting in the front, I ask that you help us move the chairs to one side because the rocking and the rolling is going to happen on the dance floor right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Shots and Tots.